Let's get right to that new storm that's taken aim at the Bay Area. Our Damian Trujillo is live along the peninsula this morning where weather-wary residents are bracing for dangerous conditions. Mike Inouye monitoring road conditions for us. But first, let's get a look at the timing of this latest storm with meteorologist Kari Hall.
And we're starting out this morning with Storm Ranger tracking this activity mostly for the North Bay with some light to moderate rain. Also, the wind starting to pick up at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. And we're also seeing a new wave of rain that's going to be approaching the coastline and will be soon moving into San Francisco. But we can see pretty much the steady rain that we're seeing from parts of northern Sonoma County, Lake and Mendocino counties, and then moving over toward Napa County as well, and then moving down through Marin as we go into the next few minutes here with some heavier rain picking up near San Rafael. For San Francisco, it's been off and on with that wave of rain that was just over the city, now moving over toward Oakland, and that's going to continue to push off to the east. But what we're expecting, the brunt of this storm is still well off the coast and will continue to bring in some waves of rain, with the heaviest rain hitting us later this morning and also the winds picking up. But we'll also have a potential of thunderstorms, and this, with it being another cold storm, could possibly coat our Bay Area hills with some more snow. But looking at this quickly intensifying storm that we are coining as a bomb cyclone, could produce some high winds and bring down more trees, also having power impacts. We're going to talk more about this coming up. Mike, you've been watching the roads, and how's it looking in the North Bay?
We're looking at a smooth drive, but still those damp roadways showing up in the North Bay. We'll show that to you on the road weather index. I did want to show you the build in traffic over the last 30 minutes. A steady flow of traffic continues. You can see over the high rise a little less spacing through those cars, so that indicates more traffic, but still you're at the limit on those sensors. Here's that road weather index we're talking about. Conditions on the roadway, rain coming across and making the roadways damp here and wet through Highway 92 approaching the San Mateo Bridge. We should see that pushing over in toward the East Bay, where we've already seen that over here north of the Dublin interchange. Just south of there, 680 did show some slowing just south of Bernal and Sunol Boulevard, but that seems to have cleared up over the last couple of minutes. So we're right on the cusp of changing from green to yellow there. The build for Vallecito's not dramatic, but it's there, right on schedule. Here's the Contra Costa County Drive, still slow for Highway 4 coming into Concord, but not a problem. There's that North Bay that we're talking about with Kari. That's been seeing the rain for the longest time. Definitely damp roadways, but no problems, no complications for the commute. Back to you.
All right, thank you very much. So we've been seeing the storm move from the North Bay on down south.
Yeah, NBC Bay Area's Damian Trujillo is joining us this morning, and Kari was telling us about that. And Damian, I know you're in a neighborhood where I would imagine they're just as worried about those strong winds as they are the rain.
Yeah, you know, those winds have hit hard over the last few weeks here. We're in Menlo Park that's seen its fair share of downed trees and downed power lines. Right now, we had a few raindrops, but no major wind activity. This is kind of literally the calm before the storm, but as we all know, that is soon going to change as the wind and the rain make its way down south toward the peninsula. PG&E says it is prepared for what is to come. It has been such a wet season so far. This is a 15th storm since the start of the year. PG&E says that in that time they have removed 13,000 trees that have damaged their equipment, and they've replaced more than 900 miles of line, and they've replaced about 5,000 power poles. So it's been a crazy 3 months, and more is on the way. In fact, in Contra Costa County, more and more residents are not taking any chances. They're removing their trees before they come crashing down. All the torrential rains for the last 3 months have saturated the ground so much that the fear is more of the same is expected for the next couple of days.
Each of these storms have been so powerful, many of them with hurricane or even tornado force winds. So each of them have been pretty phenomenal and really have had an impact on our infrastructure. But our crews have been ready for them. They've been standing by and working around the clock to restore customers safely.
And PG&E has once again opened its Emergency Operations Center ahead of this storm. They do have crews here from across the state to help out. And the utility says it's not the rain so much that they're worried about. It's that wind that they fear is going to topple those trees, hit the power lines, and put people out of luck because they will not have power if, in fact, that happens. We'll keep monitoring the situation. For now, the wind is calm. No major rain activity here, but that will soon change. We're live along the peninsula in Menlo Park. I'm Damian Trujillo, today in the Bay.